Hello there, my beautiful Aries. Welcome to Dragon Tail Tarot and Diamond Dragon Lady. My name is Ariel. Thank you so much for being here and visiting me. So Aries, today we're going to do a quick check-in. We're just going to look into this middle of September 2023 for you. There's a lot of energy, a lot of action happening this week. We have a new moon in Virgo on the 14th, and we also have Mercury finally going direct on the 15th. So things are going to start moving back into forward motion. Dear spirits, dear angels, let's see what we have for our Aries for their mid-September check-in. Let's see what's going to be coming through for them, please, for this new moon and Mercury direct. And they are both in Virgo, both in that very healing sign. All right. Ooh, Aries. I'll tell you, the other two signs that had this card as their keyword were Capricorn and Sagittarius. They both had the confidence card. So this is very strong coming out for a little handful of our signs this time of the year. I think this is a greater confidence coming to you, feeling a stronger sense of self-esteem, self-worth, feeling like you're rising above old situations or places where you were stuck. So I see that as a very, very powerful and positive card. You may feel like you're finally like rising above something that has kept you just feeling like you couldn't move forward there, Aries. Let's get some Moonology cards because we are working with the energy of this new moon coming through. Let's see what's happening with you, past, present, future for Aries, please. Wow. Ooh, Aries, very beautiful, very earthy energy. I really like this. Okay, immediate past. We have the new moon in Taurus, prosperity lies ahead. So this to me is like you've had a plan for a while. You've been trying to make a plan for a while. You're like, I know what I want to do. I know what I need to bring to fruition. I know what I want to see come out of things. So right in the center, look at this. You got double Taurus energy in your reading. You've got the full moon in Taurus for the present energy of this new moon and Mercury direct. Your dreams need a practical plan. So I feel like you are just brimming with ideas, with, creative fertility and imagination, dreams, ideas. And I feel like this is really the spirit, spirit says saying, it's like you just need to lay out a plan. Like you've got what it takes here, Aries. And, if you're working with a Taurus or, in conjunction with one, that might be really, really positive for you as well. Or if you have a lot of Taurus in your chart, this is like earthy, get it done, plant the seeds in the ground kind of vibes. Going into the immediate future, we have conclusions are within reach with the full moon eclipse. So I feel like this second half of September is very nice for you, Aries. It's like a lot of things are finally starting to make some headway. If you've been growing that, actual or metaphorical garden, it's like you're finally seeing, the plants are starting to grow, the fruit is starting to be seen. This is a nice feeling. Let's get into some tarot and deepen these messages up for you. We're going to keep going with that same lineup, past, present, future, please, for Aries spirit. Oh, yes. See, a lot of feeling, it's like there's established stuff, but there's also new beginnings. And I feel like if you are having any kind of holdback, setback, things weren't moving forward in the past, it might simply have been because maybe the people or the situation you're working with weren't very amenable to your vision, right? They may have really been contentious or giving you a lot of trouble. If that wasn't the situation, you might have also just been experiencing some inner stress or conflict. But to me, this is a card of drama with other people, or potential conflict with other people. Not really like awful, but not a free-flowing energy either. It's just this almost like a nitpick feeling that I get from that card sometimes. And that might have been what was holding you back to a degree. Yeah, oh my gosh, Aries, double up that energy very much. Okay, so we got Five of Wands, clarifying Five of Wands, most definitely. Difficult people, stupid little fights over nothing that kind of go nowhere. It's almost like the point of the fighting isn't really great. Like, it's just, you know, people getting their ego involved, or getting, you know, their drama involved, and making things harder than they really need to be. I get the feeling that, you know, in this present energy, you either have or you will be walking away from it, because we've got this Queen of Swords sitting on top of that full moon in Taurus, and your present energy of what's coming through with this new moon and this Mercury direct. And, you know, this is my Libra queen. She's about fairness, justice, balance. And if you haven't felt like you've been treated fairly, Aries, you're going to walk, you're going to put your foot down. She is very firm about her boundaries, and she doesn't mind going it alone. So this might be saying, you know, Aries, you might be saying, I don't want to work with people that are going to just give me a hard time all the time. I'll just do this myself, right? Still think you might team up with a Taurus. That's for some of you, not for all of you. Could also be a Libra, right? That's your balancing card. And it may be time for you to balance, Aries, especially if you've been in a situation where you've just been putting in a lot of time and effort and giving a lot of your energy to people that are just giving you a hard time. This could definitely be that natural balance where you say, forget it, I'm just going to do this by myself for a while, right? Just focus on you, focus on what you're doing, and don't get into these interactions with difficult people. And I think you're able to kind of laugh it off. You know, you're just like, oh, what a bunch of idiots. You know, it's just sort of like, oh well, say la vie. Yeah, you're not sad about it. You're not mad about it, Aries. You're just like, I'm gonna follow the sun, and the sun is the most positive card in the tarot. So I feel like, you know, where you're going is a lot better than where you've been. I feel like, you know, you're a lot happier just doing your own thing right now. Going into the future, I think you're definitely open to new, fresh beginnings. We've got the Page of Wands. That is definitely some good Aries energy. It's more playful. It's more fun. It's more childlike. It's more innocent. It's a little bit like the Fool card. You know, it takes the leap of faith, follows, you know, the fresh new idea. And I feel like maybe that's the answer you've been seeking, the conclusion you've been seeking. You know, not only are things that you've worked on in the past starting to gain ground, like I said, some of the things you're working on already have kind of a history and you've been working on them for a while, but some of these things are fresh and new. So it's a kind of nice balance of the old and the new coming into your life. Let's get a clarifier on this Page of Wands for you. Yeah, Ten of Swords, and and on the bottom, the Magician. It's, to me, yes. I mean, you're just done. You're done being treated badly. I feel like, you know, if for those of you that this really resonates, you might have been in a situation, too, where people might have been speaking badly about you or doing something kind of nasty behind your back. You found out about it, and you're like, I'm so ready to just cut that out, because on the bottom of the clarifying deck, we have the Magician, whole new start, whole new beginning, putting your mind to doing something. You've got everything it takes. And look at that. On the bottom of the tarot, we have the King of Wands, which is your own energy, very strong Aries energy, going out and getting what you want and the way you want it. And you're not going to put up with anybody treating you, you know, poorly in that process. It's like, no matter how much they might be able to help you, no matter how much they might be able to do, if they're not willing to actually do it and all they want to do is fight with you about it, it's not worth it. Let's get a blessing card, please, Spirit, for Aries. What are they being blessed on as this process goes through? Right, yes. And that is very important at this time, Aries. You have a blessing for the right words. So I feel like, you know, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. I think there is definitely a way, and look at that new moon. Look at that, right? It's like all of this is coming through, and we have that image of like the woman. It's just totally Virgo power, because it's that Virgo new moon. But I think there is definitely a good way to disengage from, you know, whatever the circumstances are, whatever those people might be that are giving you a hard time, as long as you just say it, you know, the right way, right? That is very important right now, the way that you communicate and the way that you say it. Let's see what, I'm going to pull one Zodiac Moon card on this to see how best to channel this blessing. Yes, moon in Virgo. Wow. Okay, Aries. So I feel like, the moon in Virgo is really on your side. That is so nice because we are, that's what we're coming to is the new moon in Virgo. And we have the keyword of contentment, and it says the chance to boost health and vitality leads to satisfaction. To me, the image there is very much like a hermit. There's the single person with the lantern, that is Virgo power. So Aries, you're really embracing this energy as it's occurring, which is great to see. I would say that anything that you're doing that brings greater health, greater contentment, makes you feel better inside and out is important. And if it means detaching from dramatic people, icky situations, constant conflict, that always takes a toll on our overall health and vitality. So once you, cut off from that, you're going to feel so much better. This is you embracing better habits and routines and kind of detoxing from anything that hasn't been good for you. Great reading, Aries. Hope this was a good little boost for you, and I'll be seeing y'all again very soon. Take care.